Hello YouTube, Philly Joe here. Hope everyone is well. It's been quite a while since my last video, so this is probably my third or fourth take of trying to do this video, but I'm glad to be making it because I now have a current project that I would like to just document and share and see what other people's opinions are. It's a collection, it's for the Nintendo 64 and I'm going for a full PAL UK collection of 242 games. So currently I have 57 of the 242 games. A lot of the titles I do like and I'm happy that I've got. There's quite a long way to go. What's that? Just under a quarter of the way. So a long way to go. I'm happy that I'm doing it though. And I've been mostly picking up from CEX, Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, and the odd eBay buy if the buy it now price is good, because I'm not too fussed about auctions. And also car boots as well. I've picked a few of these up for a quid or two each. A lot of them are not very good titles at all, but I've got a lot of really good titles in here, ones that I used to play 20 odd years ago, to ones that I never did play but are getting around to playing now and really enjoying it. So happy to be doing this, and what I thought I'd start with is basically noting that when you, if some people may already know this, but with Nintendo 64 games, you have, let's get one here, it's got V-Rally 99. What you have is the cartridge with the front label, but not the top label. Nintendo Entertainment System games used to come with the top label, and I believe American Super Nintendo cartridges had the top label as well, but PAL UK ones didn't, which is kind of frustrating because if you want to collect cartridge only games without the boxes, then you kind of want to just stack them side by side like that on your shelf all along, like a CD rack or something like that. And if you were to have a top label to tell you what game it was, it would really help. And I found some on the internet, so really happy that I've got all 242 labels for games. For all of the games for a PAL collection for Nintendo 64. I'll pull them out so you can have a proper look. Bought on internet. So, yeah, 242 in total. I'll just show you these. So this will be this weekend's job to get all these, well, the 57 games that I do have, be putting the top labels on them. So, yeah, really happy with these. They were from America, but I'm sure if you looked hard enough you can get them over here as well, or print them yourself, who knows, eh? Anyway, really happy to get them. So yeah, what I thought I'd do is start off with showing some of the games that I'm currently playing and enjoying. So I'll start with this one. Oh yeah, sorry, before I start, cheers everyone. It's Friday night, it's not school night. Banjo-Kazooie. Never did play it back in the day, but really enjoy this game. It's fantastic. I'm a big platform fan, and it's made by Rareware. It made some incredible games for both the Super Nintendo, well, even Nintendo. There was a couple of games, but Super Nintendo, they really came into their own. We've got Donkey Kong Country and other games like that. And this Banjo-Kazooie is like a good title on the Nintendo 64. Thoroughly recommend it. Still playing it now. Really enjoying it. And we got Donkey Kong 64, also by Rare. I did complete this back in the day, but I'm playing it again, so really thoroughly enjoying that as well. And I'm just going to show a couple of classic titles that I've already got in the collection. Not a lot of rare titles, to be honest, but ones that everyone will recognise if they had a Nintendo 64. Of course, it has to be GoldenEye 007. GoldenEye, absolute classic. Ooh, there's Pierce Brosnan. what can you say about this game that's never been said before? Probably the best multiplayer game of all time. Wonderful 4-player games. I've had plenty of good times, good memories with this game. I just still get my ass handed to me whenever I play my mate Mike. It's too good. And yeah, and if you're odd job, you would cheat. So there you go. Turok 2. I do actually have the original Turok as well. Turok Dinosaur Hunter and Turok 2. There is a third game, I think, but I've only got these two in the collection. I've played them both back in the day. Good games. Hard as hell as well. Really, really tough as nails. Diddy Kong Racing. Really, I've been playing quite a bit of that recently. I'm really enjoying it. I think it was last year, me and a couple of other mates, about 4 of us, piled around a friend of ours and got some 4-player action on. So there's Diddy Kong Racing, GoldenEye, and I did manage to get my hands on, let's have a look, the ultimate driving game, Mario Kart 64, wonderful game, absolutely love that. So plenty of these classic titles around. Probably the best game on the Super Nintendo for me, Super Mario 64. It's just probably the best platform game of all time. Absolutely brilliant 3D, the first 3D Mario game. Absolutely awesome. I'm sure it's in my top 5 of all time. A couple of other shouts out to Wave Race 64, brilliant game. And also Pilot Wings 64, really enjoy that game, fantastic. So those are just a couple of the classic titles that I've already got my hands on. I do have a couple of others. What I've also done is just made a pile of the not rare games but expensive games. As I say, these games are cartridge only. The collection I'm going for is cartridge only because if I try to collect these games in box with instructions in great condition, you're going to be paying a lot of money for these. So I thought I'd go for the collection, the full collection, but just cartridge only. With Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, it's the same. Game Boy, all the cartridge Nintendo consoles, because they have such flimsy boxes, a lot of the time when the kids, or whoever was playing at the time, wouldn't want to keep hold of a cardboard box, it would just be chucked away. So they're not as common as, say, Sega Master System or Sega Mega Drive boxes that were hard shell plastic with the covers, the sleeves inside. Those are way more common because no one really chucked them away. They kept them because they were secure and not flimsy like cardboard boxes were for, as I say, NES, SNES and N64. So cartridge only on this collection. I'm still going to go for it because I'm thoroughly enjoying picking up games that I've never even heard of, and I'm using the website Retro Collect to keep my tally of 57 and 242 currently, and yeah, it's great to see what there is left to collect. But I've noticed the really expensive ones at the top. And there's also a couple that's in that collection that were only ever released in Australia, which is PAL as well, but not released over here. So I'll think about it when I come to that, whether I want to splash out so much that amount of money on games. But hey ho, I'm gonna stick with it. Sorry, a bit thirsty. So here's a collection of some of the more pricier titles, nothing too expensive at all, nothing over probably 40 or 50 quid per cartridge. Those games I showed you are very common games. The first ones, the classics, you get them between £2 and £10, probably 15, 20 maybe for some, such as Super Mario 64, Diddy Kong, well not Diddy Kong, maybe Diddy Kong Racing. But these titles, I'd say, were over £20 pound a pop now on eBay listings and CEX and whatnot. So a game I'm still playing, but I keep getting stuck, and I don't know anyone pre-internet ever completed this game. It's pretty much known as the greatest video game of all time, and that's Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. It is an incredible game, it really is. But I do just spend about 2 hours just running around not knowing what to do next to progress the game, and it's probably me just being thick, but I've got to hand it to this game. It is incredible. The soundtrack, the story, the characters, the world itself is just amazing. And I'm still playing it, but I'm stuck, and I'm keeping away from the internet. I don't want to cheat. I want to do it myself like I would have 20 odd years ago. I think this game's, yeah, I'm sure it's 20 years old now, maybe 21. But I'm going to do it myself, old school. Absolutely loving it, and this could be in my top 10 easy in the next couple of years. So really, really, really love this game. So you're looking at around about £20 to £25 for that cartridge only. Next game, as I've showed before, Mario Kart 64. It was on the other pile for me to show you this. Looking at over 30 quid for this cartridge now. It's getting a bit pricey because it's sought after because it's a really good game, and it just depends if like people want to buy it. And I mean, it's that good. I think the original Super Mario Kart and like SNES is also around about £30 to £40 mark as well. But love it. I think I picked this up for like £15 about a year ago, so I was really happy with that. Really happy. I'm sure it was marked as Super Mario 64, but it was actually Mario Kart 64. That was it. And instead of being 35, 40 quid, it was 15. And no one noticed when I asked them at CEX. So they scanned it through, and I got it for 15, so well happy with that. Next one, the original Super Smash Brothers. This is a good £40 game now, because currently it's the Nintendo Switch is out with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but this is the game that started it all. Fantastic little multiplayer game. I think you could play 4-player on this game. And there's probably about 12, 16 characters. I can't remember now. I do need to play it again. But wonderful game. I'm really happy to have it in the collection because it is getting really expensive. Okay, I don't think this one's too expensive, but I thought I'd just show it because I do have the sequel as well, Pokemon Stadium. I did give this a whirl. I do also have the transfer pack because what you used to do is get your Game Boy game, Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, and use a transfer pack. I think it goes into the controller to transfer the Pokemon that you have on your Game Boy and put them into the stadium, and that's how you play it. So I did switch it on. I was distracted at the time, so I didn't really play it, but happy to have it in the collection. I think that was about 10 quid or something. But the reason I wanted to show that is because I'd managed to pick up the sequel, Pokemon Stadium 2, and now that's a good £30 plus game now. Quite sought after. A nice gold cartridge. Well, at the front anyway. I haven't played it yet, but I had to pick it up when I saw it cheap. So again, happy to have that. So the rest of the games, some of them I have tried, some of them I haven't, because I'm not too bothered about playing F1 World Grand Prix. A 24-year-old game is probably enough, but I might just go one night and just go through all the games, probably do it around mate's house, just try each game, see what we think, and take it from there. So I'll go through the games that I haven't shown you yet, to what I've got now. And hopefully I'll do a video in a couple of months' time to show what I have picked up since, and keep doing that until I actually eventually get the full collection of Nintendo 64. So I'm just going to whiz through these games. I'll comment about them if I know I've played them and if they're any good. So as I say, F1 World Grand Prix, not bothered. I did have the sequel to that. Let's have a look. Oh, it's around here somewhere. F1 Pole Position 64. I don't think I played that either. this was a disappointment. When I saw this game, I thought, wow, I bet this is really good. Bomberman 64. There's nothing on the original Bomberman games or Super Bomberman. The Bomberman games are just brilliant, they really are, but this is probably the worst Bomberman game I've ever played. It's not great. It's a shame because Bomberman's such a good series, great multiplayer game. Top Gear Rally, don't think I've played it. 1080 Snowboarding, I do enjoy that game. It's good. It's like, you know, for a bash every now and then. Bit disappointed in this game as well. We played this on the multiplayer night we had sometime last year. Micro Machines 64 Turbo. Yeah, it's Turbo. Wasn't great. There's way better Micro Machines games out. Micro Machines V3 on the PlayStation 1 was way better than this game. And the original Micro Machines on Sega Mega Drive, wonderful, wonderful games. This is nothing on them. FIFA 64, I think I played it back in the day, not bothered. Not a big FIFA fan as it is. Top Gear Overdrive, with that Top Gear Rally, but if I haven't, I'll be honest, I haven't played it, and because I've picked them up and just put them aside. I never did play them back in the day, but because this is a full collection, if I see it, I'm going to pick it up. Even if it's £1, I'm not going to, you know, say, nah, forget it. There's £1, give me the game, one more for the collection. Exactly like stamps or, you know, or coins or anything like that. This is how I'm looking at this collection. And I understand that there's going to be some very expensive ones, but I'm going to, you know, bide my time with those ones. Anyway. Blast Core, good game. Yeah, enjoyed that. It's you go around and I think you protect. I think you do little missions of protecting vehicles and just blowing everything up. It's a decent game. This one I picked up the other day. I haven't played it, but I did play it on the PlayStation back in the day. Hydro Thunder. I think I had it on the Dreamcast as well. Sega Dreamcast. It's decent. The graphics aren't great, but you know. It's fine, speedboat game. Scars, I've not played this one yet. It might be a racing game. Again, just another one for the collection. And I will play it in due course. There's quite a few wrestling games as well. These are the wrestling games, because this is around about the time of the Attitude Era kicking in. 96, 97, something like that. WrestleMania 2000. WWF Attitude. WWF Warzone, ECW Hardcore Revolution. Probably do have another couple of wrestling games around here, or maybe not actually. But I know there's some WCW versus NWA ones, or WWF No Mercy or something that I'm missing. So I need those for the collection. Continuing on anyway, saw this for £1 or £2 the other day, so I picked it up because I hadn't got it. Rugrats Treasure Hunt. Haven't tried it yet, not bothered. F1 World Grand Prix 2. ISS International Superstar Soccer 98 with Fabrizio Ravanelli and Paul Ince. A good blast from the past. I did play that back in the day. Pokemon Snap, happy to have that. It's alright game, I'm not bothered. Multi-Racing Championship, never played it, probably never will. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, good game. Yeah, I remember playing that back in the day. Premier Manager 64, Kevin Keegan. That was only like 75p or something from Cash Generator, I think, in town. So, again, just one for the collection. This game has got the greatest intro music I've ever heard in a video game. It's Buck Bumble. If I can, I will switch the video now to the intro sequence.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump to the bumble. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump to the bumble. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump to the bumble. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump to the bumble. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot boot. Bump to the bass to the bass bass. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot. Bump to the bass to the bass bass. the whole of them. Yeah. Man a bound, man a bound, man a bound, man a bound. He said, man a bound, man a bound. He said, man the whole of them.
And that's Buck Bumble. Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey. Not played it. V-Rally 99. I do like the V-Rally series. A lot of people used to complain that the controls were all strange, but I got it. It was really good. GT64 Championship Edition. Another racing game I haven't played. 007 The World Is Not Enough. I did try this. It's not anything on GoldenEye. So, it's one of those. Another one in the collection. Forsaken. I haven't tried this one yet. I remember of it, but I just haven't tried it yet. Again, I'll give it a go when I play all these. Clay Fighter 63 1/3. I do remember playing this. I think it was in the shop at the time. Some funny characters, like a clay-based fighting video game, and there's some funny sequences. Not a great fighting game, but it's still humorous. World Cup 98. I think everyone played that back in the day if they had a Nintendo 64. Knife Edge. I don't know what this game is, to be honest. Just picked it up and put it aside. Fighter's Destiny. I don't think I've played this. Extreme G Racing. Really enjoy this game. I did like all of the kind of futuristic races back in the 90s, such as Wipeout, Extreme G, and all the other ones like Roll Cage, a couple of other games. Used to really enjoy playing all those types of games. Glover, it's not bad. It's not the best platform I've ever played, but there you go. Mission Impossible, I remember this being really slow actually. It's a bit like Hitman in a way that you have to do a mission a specific way or you fail. F-Zero X, brilliant game, really good. Great sequel from the original Super Nintendo. Plenty more characters, loads of other tracks, and I think it had four player. Yeah, I do remember playing that 4-player back in the day. So, well happy I got that game. Now this game I've heard a lot about, Jet Force Gemini. I never got around to playing it, but I will. I definitely will. It was given big ratings back in the day, and I'm glad I got it because I'll put that on the play pile. Star Wars Rogue Squadron. I didn't play the Star Wars games. Apart from that Episode 1 Racer, I didn't play any of the Star Wars games. So I will get around to playing those as well. Carmageddon 64 is Carmageddon. I've played Carmageddon on PC, I think, back in the day, or PlayStation. Duke Nukem 64. Haven't tried this version. I do enjoy the Duke Nukem series, so I'll give that a bash. A couple more to go. Xena Warrior Princess. I don't know. I'll be honest. Another football game, FIFA 98. And last but not least, Command & Conquer. I only picked this up I think it was this week. I think it was only like £4 or something like that. So, and it wasn't in the collection, so I thought I'd grab it. I did enjoy playing the Command & Conquer series back in the day. And yeah, I'll give this one a go and see what it's like. So that's where I am so far with the Nintendo 64 collection. And as I say, hopefully I'll make another video in a month's time, or maybe 2 or 3. Who knows? Hopefully not another year or so. And hopefully I'll be up another couple of Nintendo 64 games. And I think I'll get my daughter to help me with the labels, stick them on top of the cartridges over this weekend. So that'll be a job done. And then as moving forward, as I do collect them, I can just put the labels on the top straight away without having to go back through them all again. So yeah, I'm glad I got this video done, to be honest. It's been a while. Someone asked me if I was still around or alive the other day. Barry from Retro Shed. Big shout out to Barry. If you haven't seen Retro Shed before, please look at their YouTube channel. They're brilliant, great guys. And yes, it's again good to be back. Thank you for watching, and yeah, hopefully see you on the next video with plenty more Nintendo 64 games. Cheers.